You know, while I do enjoy Mario 3D World a lot, as well as the other 3D Mario games, sometimes it's good to go back to the basics. Good old 2D. You know the ones. New Super Mario Bros., New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. U, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I'm sorry. Don't these all feel a bit, I don't know, the same?
All of it's the same.
Just pretty bland and boring overall. We need something a bit more unique, something eye-catching, something a little more wondrous. Ooh, I'm excited for this one! The amount of hype behind Super Mario Bros. Wonder was immeasurable. I remember seeing this be revealed at a Nintendo Direct and thought that this was just gonna be another new Super Mario Bros. Game. But as the trailer continued, it was obvious that it was much more. What? A new 2D Mario game that isn't a new Super Mario Bros. Game?
Not scientifically possible!
Once that name dropped, my hype for this game exploded beyond belief. And now that it's been a few months since release, I think it's time I ask the fabled question. Is this game truly as wondrous as many said it out to be? Well, I'm here to find out. Everyone, my name is Shade Midnight. Sit back and relax as I take a look at the wonderful new world of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Jumping right into things, Mario Bros. Wonder started development in 2019 after the release of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. For the director role, we got Shiro Muri, and for the producer role, it's none other than the Mario Man himself, Takashi Tezuka. For those who don't know, Tezuka has been helping out with Mario since, well, the very beginning. One of the main things about Mario Wonder that fans were super happy to hear about was that Nintendo didn't give the development team a deadline for the game to be released. You know how Sonic 06 had like half a team to work on it so it'll come out just in time for Sonic's 15th anniversary and for the holidays? Yeah, look how that turned out. Wanting the team to, actually put their all into the project and effort, Nintendo didn't give the development team a deadline, which allowed them to discuss more about the game's mechanics, gameplay, art style, and more. During the initial planning phase of Wonder's creation, Murdy envisioned bringing back the enchanting allure of secrets and mystery that made the original Super Mario Bros. So, well, super. With a keen eye on captivating today's audience, the team set out to revamp the classic concept of transporting Mario through warp pipes and giving each level its own unique flair. Tezuka, always pushing for innovation, suggested a thrilling twist. Instead of changing locations, let's just transform the very fabric of reality. Enter the Wonder Flower, a game changer that adds a burst of excitement to the gameplay. To ensure every level in the game embraced the magic, the development team unleashed their creativity, generating a whopping 2,000 ideas for unique wonder effects. We'll talk more about the Wonder Flower when we get to the gameplay segment. Come October 20th of 2023, Super Mario Bros. Wonder was released to the public and instantly sold around 4.3 million copies in the first 2 weeks of release, which may not be as much as New Super Mario Bros. U's 5.82 million, but it's much more than U Deluxe's 455,006. Yeah, but you didn't know it sold that little, huh? Not only was Wonder nominated for Ultimate Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick Awards, but it even won Family Game of the Year in 2023's Game Awards. And, as of recording this, it was nominated for Family Game of the Year, as well as Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction, Design, and Animation for the 27th Annual DICE Awards. I think that just goes to show that people would like something wonderfully new than the same old new. Gee Willikers, Batman, is that a Mario plot that doesn't involve a boring blonde bitch being kidnapped and or any kidnapping in general? Say it ain't so! Yeah, similar to Super Mario 3D World, there's no kidnapping of Princess Peach in this game. Instead, we find our heroes in the fabled Flower Kingdom. Mario and co were invited here by Prince Florian to demonstrate the amazing reality warping powers of the Wonder Flower, which, who would have guessed, Bowser decides to swoop in and steal for himself. But he doesn't just steal it, no. He uses the flower's power to merge himself with Prince Florian's castle, creating what is honestly a pretty sick look for the Koopa King. With this new power, Bowser flies off and wreaks havoc upon the Flower Kingdom. To stop him, it is upon Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Buckenberry, Alagold, Toadette, Yoshi, and Nabbit to go around the kingdom with the aid of Prince Florian and collect the 6 royal seeds. Soon enough, the gang is able to reach Bowser, engage in a very cool and awesome boss fight, obtain the 7th royal seed, restore peace to the Flower Kingdom,
and we all lived happily ever after.
And that wraps up the story of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I just want to go ahead and say this, if you were hoping for a captivating or mind-changing story, you clearly never played a Mario game before. They usually save those types of stories for the RPGs. The early ones, I should say. As stated before, the story here is similar to Mario 3D World, where Peach isn't kidnapped, but Bowser is still the big bad. It's a tried and true trope of Mario platformers to have Bowser as the main antagonist, even the 3D ones. So I honestly wasn't expecting much on that front. What I really didn't expect though was the inclusion of Daisy? Freaking Daisy? You wanna know when was the last time we saw her in a mainline Mario game? Super Mario Land. For the Game Boy. Other than that, she was stuck on spin-off Alcatraz with Waluigi, only appearing in various Mario Party games and Mario sports games. So you can imagine the look on my face when I saw this beautiful brunette is gonna be playable in a mainline Mario game. Yeah, kinda like that. I can understand why the Toads and Toadette are here. They kinda just follow wherever Peach goes at this point. The Yoshi's being here is an interesting choice, and Nabbit. What else do you want me to say? This damn gremlin might as well be a mainstay for anyone who's still huffing that Waluigi cope. While the story isn't anything groundbreaking because, let's be real, the Mario games have one of the most consistent plots out of any game out there, it's still somewhat different from the usual formula. And you know what? That's what matters in my eyes. Hey you! Yeah, you, watching this video. The one that's eating cheese puffs and ignoring college on your phone. You ever played any of these games on screen? Okay, cool, you played this game then. When it comes to controls and basic movement in Mario Wonder, don't expect anything too different. Mario and crew have the standard dash, jump, crouch, and super jump that can happen when you crouch for a bit and then jump afterwards. Nintendo won't let us forget about new Super Mario games, so they also added the little twirl in midair so you can stay up there for just a bit longer. Of course, there's nothing too fancy in terms of level design, so all you masochists that grew up on Mario Maker can go home, or preferably back to therapy. There's still the same old life system, and if you ever run out, it's game over. One thing I noticed right from the get-go, however, was the exclusion of the timer. Yeah, they removed the timer that's usually on the top right. I know a lot of people don't like this change, but personally, I don't mind it. This lets me enjoy the level designs and pretty colors the team used for them instead of, you know, having me dash through platforms while the music in the background keeps on reminding me to hurry up! Speaking of basic movements though, this game's one-use character that'll probably never be heard from after this game, Prince Florian, doesn't want to be like another form of royalty, so he helps us out by giving us the ability to use badges. While these don't allow you to use your totally legit shiny Terapagos, these help us out in other ways I love. Everyone can use the flutter jump, you can now jump non-stop and all over the place like you're a rabbit, you're able to use your cap as a glider, and a lot more. You're able to get these badges by completing their respective challenge levels they are from, or by purchasing them with those new purple coins you most likely have been collecting on accident. Oh yeah, the purple coins. As is basically tradition at this point, Mario Wonder has 2 different collectibles. 3 big purple coins on each regular level, and Wonder Seeds. The purple coins can be found in most hidden places, while some are in plain sight. These also give you 10 coins to your total purple coin count, which makes some levels great for grinding. They're not entirely necessary, but are nice to collect. And then there's the Wonder Seeds. Wonder Seeds are used to unlock certain levels, usually boss levels, and can only be obtained via getting to the end of the level or by using the brand new gimmick, the Wonder Flower. Remember when I said earlier that if you played these games, you played this one?
If you answered yes, go f*** yourself.
Now here's a better question for you. You ever had a brownie at a party and then you start to see pretty colors and feel like you're on top of the world? No? Just me? Well, this is similar to that. By merely touching the damn thing, you suddenly warp the very reality you live in. And let me tell ya, the wonder effects are nutty, ranging from turning into a Goomba and becoming Solid Snake, becoming a balloon and floating through, changing the camera so now everything is a top-down view, playing a knockoff version of Super Monkey Ball, summoning a stampede, and, explain this one to me. Exactly, you can't! I thought I was playing a Mario game, not auditioning for the next High School Musical, and funny enough, there's a lot more music-themed levels like these. Hell, the final boss fight is music-themed, which is why I dig it so much. I know some can say that the wonder effects can get boring after a while, but that's the thing. Every single level has something somewhat new for the wonder effects that makes it different from the previous one. And it's even better when you experience them in co-op. Following the new Super Mario Bros. Tradition, you're able to play with friends in local 4-player co-op. The one thing a lot of people were wondering about, however, was the inclusion of online co-op. Well, we got that, but not in the way you would think. See, you can play certain levels with friends online, but you won't be able to physically interact with them. Things you do within the level, such as grabbing a Wonder Flower, can very well affect the other person, but you can't do something like pick them up and throw them into the abyss. It's still pretty solid for another mainline Mario game to have online co-op though. Another thing I gotta mention has to be the new power-ups introduced in Wonder. We have 3 new ones this time around, with those being the Bubble Flower, the Drill Shroom, and finally what was basically the main selling point of Mario Wonder, the Elephant Apple. Wait, I'm sorry, the what? Yeah, since Acorn Suits and Propeller Shrooms are so last gen, Nintendo decided it'd be best to turn Mario & Co. into an elephant, a goofy goober, and me personally, I enjoy the Drill Shroom the most. Just being able to burrow underground and into ceilings makes my brain go burr. Can we also take a moment to appreciate these designs? The literal elephant in the room aside, I really like all the designs the team came up with for all the characters with each power-up. Well, almost every character. I was gonna start this off by saying that every character in the game plays the same, but that's not entirely true. If you feel like playing as the normal cast is too hard on your small gamer brain, you can always choose to play either as Nabbit or one of the mini Yoshis. Reason why I say this is cause while these 2 characters can obviously die in game, they aren't able to take damage, nor can they use power-ups, with Yoshi having the neat little add-on of being able to ride on his back and having a flutter jump. I'm not entirely a fan of this type of playstyle, which is why I didn't play as either of them throughout my original playthrough, but I understand why they are here, so I'm not gonna dunk on them too hard. To cap off this segment, I need to talk about one last thing, the standees. When you play online, you may see other players drop standees at certain points of the level. By doing so, you can come back to life and resume the level when you touch it as a ghost. If you're playing offline like most people, these things are really just another collectible you can get. Some of these though are really cute. Here's some of mine. You can buy the standees at the Poplin shop scattered all over the Flower Kingdom with the purple coins you collect throughout your adventure. With all that said, I think the gameplay in Mario Wonder is simple and easy to pick up. The new power-ups threw a bit of a flair into the mix and are nice additions, and of course, the Wonder Flower and the effects it causes has to be one of my favorite ways to spice up a level and the gameplay that follows. If Nintendo keeps coming up with unique stuff like this, I think we'll be looking at a bright future for 2D Mario. I just gotta start this off by saying that damn, it feels good to no longer be stuck in the new Super Mario Bros. Art style. It wasn't really a bad one, but with how many games that were in the series, it began to feel stale and bland after a while.
All it looks the same.
Textures looked okay at best, level designs didn't have anything new to them, and the models from Mario, Luigi, and everyone else weren't all that appealing. For Mario Wonder, however, I feel like someone watched some Saturday morning cartoons and thought, yeah, I want it to feel like that. Gosh, this game is so beautiful. The colors pop out way more, the level designs are a sight to behold, and Mario and friends, this has to be the best they've looked in years. Look at them. They're just so expressive and full of emotion. Just God, it makes me so happy. In an interview with Game Informer, Masanobu Sato stated that he was inspired by classic entries in the Mario series. He even goes on to say, and I quote, "If I had to choose, the artwork and pixel artwork from past Super Mario Bros. Entries has had an impact on this game." And what's crazier is that in an interview with Tezuka, the team changed up the animations and expressions because of, get this, the Mario movie. Yeah, bet you didn't know that, did ya? The worlds are all something we've seen before. Grass, beach, lava, desert, sky, this, that, and the third. But that's not gonna stop me from gawking at these colors, enemy designs, and all the small little details. You know how I always say how Super Mario 3D World, to me, is one of the best looking 3D Mario games? Mario Wonder is the best looking 2D Mario game, period. The use of lighting, the shading in certain areas, the vibrancy when you use a Wonder Flower, and the sound design are all so immaculate. And you best bet I didn't forget about the music. To thank for these amazing musical masterpieces, it's none other than Koji Kondo, aka the same person who's been helping out with music for not just Mario, but also the Zelda franchise. Alongside him are Shiho Fuji, Sayako Doi, and Chizaki Shimazu. Here's hoping I pronounced those names correctly. These four helped make some damn bangers in this game, like Course Mania, Bowser Jr.'s theme, Petal Isles, A Night at Boo's Opera, The Final Battle, KO Arena, Bull Rush Stampede, and of course, the ending theme. Each one of these tenacious tunes always makes me smile from ear to ear whenever they start playing, and sometimes I kinda just sit down and do nothing so I can enjoy every blissful moment. Soaking in the vibrant colors, jamming out to whatever is playing, bop my head to the tubas. Wait, hold on, the tubas? Yep, you heard me right. Whenever a character becomes an elephant, the music ends up adding a pretty obvious tuba or slight reverb that doesn't sound too obnoxious and sometimes makes the song sound a bit better. Here, I'll give an example. This is the usual theme for the snowy levels. Now here is the same theme, but for when someone becomes an elephant. You hear the difference, right? It's a bit obvious, but also slight, and it's a well-welcomed addition in my opinion. Overall, this game looks and sounds so damn good, and I really hope that we see the same greatness for future mainline Mario games. Just please don't reuse the Wonder Flower a bunch. I already know another game franchise that reused the previous gimmick, and, well, let's just say those games did not come out too good. That right there was one hell of an adventure. I knew deep down that I was not going to be disappointed in the slightest from Mario Wonder, and I'm happy I stuck with that mindset. You guys gotta remember that with each new installment in the new Super Mario Bros. Franchise, my enjoyment for 2D Mario continued to plummet further and further. So there was a lot riding on this for me personally. And how did it deliver? In flying color. God damn it. In strides and more. Seriously, the fact Sonic thought it could compete with that is hilarious. This game was the most fun I've ever had playing 2D Mario, whether it was with friends, by myself, or whatever. I had fun jumping across platforms, collecting the Wonder Seeds, and beating the hard levels this game has to offer. There may be some small issues here and there, but none that will make me utterly hate this game. Mario Wonder was, in its entirety, amazing, fun, and most of all, wonderful. With that said, I'm proud to give Super Mario Bros. Wonder a wondrous rating of an 8 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this review took quite a while to come out and the review before this one seemed a bit out of the blue, but that one had to be done or else I would have had a select few people come at me with pitchforks. I have something huge planned for these next reviews, so if you don't want to miss out on those, make sure to subscribe, like, and all that other fun stuff. While you're at it, comment down below what you thought of Mario Wonder and your hopes for another Mario game. With that everyone, my name is Shade Midnight. Stay safe and stay fresh.